Welcome to the United States Grand Prix. We're in Austin, but there are no wild cowboys on the track this weekend, just some serious horsepower. It's sure to be a race to remember. The Circuit of the Americas has it all. Twists and turns, steep climbs, fast corners, and a power-hungry Sector 2. Quite a headache to balance, even if teams will be looking at maximising downforce overall. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway, and then the fight for pole begins. The teams will be looking to build on yesterday's momentum. Having seen how the cars and drivers are reacting to the circuit, they have a little more time to make some final changes. But by the end of the day, we'll know exactly how the drivers will be lining up on the grid for tomorrow's race. So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snowman86, and we're back for the American Grand Prix here at the Circuit the Americas. So as always, we've done our first runs in qualifying, and you can see Alex is P13, Theo is P17. Now Theo is carrying a 6 grid penalty from practice for 2 separate crashes. One was when he crashed into his teammate Alex Albon, took out both cars, both front wings, so that was tidy work there. And the other penalty is from hitting, I think it was Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin, and again he wrecked his front wing and all that good stuff. So thankfully we developed a couple of spare wings before this Grand Prix, because we were down to 3 anyway. But Theo has managed to write 2 of those off, so we probably have to develop another front wing or 2 after this Grand Prix, which is a little bit upsetting. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. It's the joys of blooding in a young driver and trying to develop him in the high octane world that is Formula 1. So we'll take it on the chin for now, but we're just doing our final runs here in qualifying, and we'll see if we can get any car out of Q1, let alone 1. It'd be nice just to get the 1. We've given up, well, Theo definitely won because he's got a penalty, as I say. So we'll see how that goes for him. So we'll just jump outside on the circuit view. We have 25 seconds left, and Theo's coming to the big straight. Who is behind Theo? That's going to cost him some time, I reckon. I reckon that's going to cost him time anyway. And for some odd reason, I don't think he deployed his wing either. So that's a bit upsetting. But whatever Mercedes that is behind will definitely not be overtaking, as they fight all the way there, and Theo's just losing time over time. And oh, he does improve. So Theo goes to P15 as it stands, guys, and Alex is on his run now, and he is also improving. So we'll have to just wait for the outliers. Ricardo's gone through and jumped both of us. Norris is down there, he'll probably improve. And we're not sure what Mick Schumacher will do. But so far, Alex is doing a good job, guys. He's up on his previous time, so it's good to see, And he's approaching the last couple of corners here. Only one more to go now. We'll see what Alex runs across the line to set. Cross line is there. Alex improves. He does, but not by a whole much, guys. So Mick Schumacher or K-Mag could potentially drop us. Mick Schumacher does improve. K-Mag doesn't improve. So the one weekend where we weren't expecting it, we've actually managed to get a car out of Q1. So now, as I say, Theo will be starting dead last anyway. He's picked up 6th place grid penalty for his beautiful driving. Excuse me there. But we do have Alex into Q2, guys. So we'll be back here with our one run in Q2, and we'll see. It'll probably will be P15. The grid will be starting, but still progress being made all the time. So we're back here, guys, for our final run in Q2, and we're going to see where we can slip out here, guys. Currently P14, but I don't think Perez is going to stay that low for too much longer. So we're just going to get this run. We'll keep it fairly fast, as I don't think we're going to be any groundbreaking positions, but a P15 would be excellent. And as always, our race pace is pretty good, and we'll see what we can spring strategy wise as well. So never say never. There might be an opportunity here again to pick up a few points with Alex. And really the tail end of this season has actually come alive. I didn't think it would. I thought when we stopped developing the car we'd probably be just kind of stuck maybe there just outside the points as we were in the previous few races, but for some odd reason the few tracks we've had really suited us, and this is one of them. So you can see Alex is going quicker and he's full lap, and again we have a Mercedes of Hamilton right behind us. Don't ask me why they do that. Thankfully it hasn't cost Alex too much time. He's across the line and he goes to 2.2 seconds off Verstappen, who has set the fastest time. So we're just waiting on Perez, who's crossing the line there now, and he jumps way up to P4. So there you go, guys. And yeah, Lando has put in a strong performance there. I think he's into, yep, Lando is right up there. Now, seeing all this penalties alongside the top guys means they're probably all taking some form of engine penalty here. So again, we might actually be able to start a little bit higher than P15, and Theo has his sixth place grid penalty. Can't get that out. So that will affect him, and he'll be starting dead last unless one of these guys has a bigger penalty for some sort of engine usage. So we'll be back in a second, guys, and we'll be lighting it up off the grid at the United States Grand Prix.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. AlphaTauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
No doubt, there's a lot to contend with here at the United States Grand Prix. It's going to be a thrilling outcome to a thrilling weekend. Line up on the grid. Here we have Alexander Albon. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. And looking at the second Williams car, they're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. Everything's been building to this. Sit tight and get ready. It's the United States Grand Prix.
So here we go, guys. 5 lights are on for the United States Grand Prix. What can we do?
It's lights out and away we go.
Lights out and we're off. So we're going to jump straight to Alex. We're not too pushed with Theo because he's starting way off down the back of the grid. Leclerc's at the very back, guys. So he's taking heavy engine penalties, I would imagine. So Theo's managed to get Stroll anyway. That's a good start.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
So we're just gotta look after tires, guys. Tires is going to be a big thing here in this Grand Prix. We just have to see how we get on. So we're just going to get both drivers down to the aggressive line. We'll keep the deployment high. And that should give us a position there against any rig. So we get
overtake from Williams.
Alex up a spot. And did Theo manage to get a spot? Nope, Theo's tucked right up in behind the gearbox there, so we're just going to go neutral again. So we're going to lose a lot of time here with Theo because he's kind of really tucked up behind the back of the Aston Martin, who is then tucked up behind the back of we're just going to deploy out of here. Hopefully we can do something against Lance Stroll and Mick Schumacher and clear those two cars. Because if we can get onto the back of Magnussen, I think we'll stand a good chance of recording a nice race finish. But alas, it's not really happening so far. There's a yellow flag out for something.
Is that a lockup?
Sunoda locked up.
Use DRS.
Let's take a look at the
And
replay.
we have
Now
DRS.
look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. Well, they've lost it.
Oh,
They've
just went
locked
straight
up.
on, so that allows Alex up a place. And Alex is 1.5 seconds behind
We want
boys
to leave
here, so we're just going to deploy a
Yeah.
little bit. And again,
use DRS.
Yeah, copy.
you know,
Let's reduce lifting coast by 1 level.
so we want to try and get into the back of Lewis's slipstream if we can. It's important we get there, but I don't think we've done enough. We certainly haven't done enough there, guys, so we're going to give him just one lap, full deploy, to see can we do something. If we can, it'd be fantastic. But the boys are just slowly gapping us, is that right? It's 1.5 seconds. But we are gapping Danny Rick, and I just don't think we're going to do it, guys. So it's looking like a P12 to begin with. We have the pace to possibly stay ahead of Ricardo, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Oh,
We just
and
got to manage
Ferrari
tyres,
just gained a
fuel.
place.
This seems to be a high wearing track. So Theo lost out there. Leclerc was always going to get past us, to be fair, guys, but yeah, we'll see if he can slow anybody down here. We should get DRS, there we go, but everybody in front of us has DRS, so that's going to be a tough ask. There's somebody, oh, it's Lance Stroll is really holding this whole queue up. So that's interesting. But as I say, this is a definite two-stop. We can't pull any magical moves on. Oh, go for it! Go for it! Oh yeah, why didn't you go for it? Yeah, there'll be no moves on the strategy here, guys. It's even a two-stop is going to be tough for us the way we're running our cars. So this weekend could be a rough weekend for us, especially after the consistent highs of the last couple ones. But yeah, whatever may come, we'll take it. DRS, and again, you're not overtaking. There's a reason, surely. I'm just going to go max deploy mode here and see can we do something, because Mick Schumacher's dropping off the back of K-Mag, and that's going to cost us time. Push, push, push. Oh man. That's upsetting. So we'll try again, but I think now we've lost the back of Stroll as well. So that's not going to be good for us. Better overtake this lap. Oh, he's not going to do it again. Oh my god, that's very frustrating. Wow.
We can take a look now. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, guys,
Goodness
that's
me,
a terrible.
that is
And
a
I think,
serious
oh yeah, Mick Schumacher is surely going to feel that one in the
And
morning.
that was a bitter blow for
And I think that could be Theo's. Yeah, he's going to pick up more points there. But is it a safety car?
Safety car. Safety car.
So we're going to just pit here, and what we might do is go to softs, car parts. I need to change the front wing. We've only one left. Oh my god, he's burnt 3 wings up this weekend.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
So while we're under safety car procedure,
Okay, there's a big crash.
Got it.
so I do think Theo's weekend is probably coming to a sad end here, guys. He's just had an absolutely torrid time there. But we've got him out in another set of mediums. We'll see if he can catch up to the back of the pack. Well, he got rid of one of his competitors anyway. That's one way of doing it. Not the way we would have planned for him to do it. Jeez, he locked up again. I think Theo could be retiring here shortly, guys.
And that's the lockup!
I really do think Theo could be retiring here, because if he can't hack it, we might just have to God, he ran wide. Theo is struggling big time, guys. So safety car
in
is
this lap.
ending this lap. We're gonna go neutral.
Yes, okay.
Gonna go push. Gonna go neutral and just keep everything the same.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy. No overtaking until the control line.
So as we get ready for the restart of the race, here we go. We're just gonna leave Theo out and do. Hopefully Theo doesn't wreck anybody else or himself.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
But we still have Alex here, P12. Now we were lacking a good chunk of pace earlier, so we'll see. This extension might just have saved us a little bit, but we'll see. Now Leclerc is behind us and he is wicked fast, so I do expect Leclerc to come through. But I just wonder, can we stay with the guys in front this time around?
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Theo manages an overtake without wiping somebody out. Nice for a change. So I can't wait for the end of the season where we just get to work on Theo's performances next year. We'll take him off all media responsibilities so that we can really push him his development while he's got the high rating. That's definitely one thing we're going to be doing. Alex will be suffering that way a little bit, but I'm okay with it. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the way we're going to probably run with it. Alex is managing to hold on to the back of Joe this time, but he's burning some serious fuel to do it. So we're just going to keep him burning fuel here for a bit, because I think the DRS kicks in at the end of this lap, and once we get that, hoping then we can back him up. Is it this lap? Yes, it is.
Stay firm on DRS.
Thank God for that. So we just have to wait till we get our first helping of DRS here. I'm not sure where that's going to be, but we're just going to, for now, deploy and balance just to save that bit of fuel, but also keep us within that. Keep us within the DRS. And I think, yep, we have done that. So hopefully that will help us here, guys, as we look to braking very early. Not sure what that's about, but probably won't. I'd say we're just lacking a bit of pace. We're just slowly falling behind all the time, and I'd say we're going to be outside the 1 second window here in this race. But people are pitting, which is probably a good sign. We won't be into the pits for a good bit yet, so getting DRS again. So we're up to P7 there straight away.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
And the one thing we need to have a look at now is Theo's race strategy. So we need to add a new strategy. Add stint. We're going to go hard tires, but not to somewhere there. and add new stint, and we'll probably make it on the softs. We'll check it out. Yeah, we won't. Yeah. So it's going to be hards, the softs. I think that's probably it. So that's the strategy we're going to place on Theo today. And we're just going to see what our drivers can do. As I say, this one will be a tough race, guys. No doubts about this one. This one is going to be nasty, I think. No, we never say never. Something might happen, but as it stands at the moment, I feel like we're up against a losing battle here, but we'll see. I don't know, is anybody else going to be coming into the pits? What's tire life like? So everybody on the mediums will be running a bit later. Sanud is the only other man who might be pitting soon. So yeah, and there goes Sanud into the pits. So we're getting close to Alex's pit strategy. Yep, it's 1 lap time. Now, with a bit of luck, yeah, I think we might have saved enough tires to extend 1 more lap, and that will just take a bit of pressure off Alex's strategy towards the end of the race, as we won't have to slow him down and maintain, conserve tires even, is the word I'm looking for. But so far so good. Vettel is doing a nice job of being a roadblock there. Let's jump on board with Seb. So you can see, oh, 1 car just got by him there, and maybe another one coming. Yep, there goes the Mercedes. So Seb was doing a good job of being a roadblock, and just as we jumped on board, he's just getting mugged now. So Theo is running in. Oh, I thought it was a run wide message. My heart sank. So Theo is running away on his own pace. And there's Alex doing his thing as well. So he's bringing his fuel back, which is good. And we're just conserving our tires nicely enough. Well, the safety car really helped in that account, where we can just maintain our 2-stop strategy. So we're slowly gapping Ricardo. But if I go to report, circuit layout, time considerations, 20 seconds for green flag pit stop, so between 20 to 22 seconds. And that would take us 30, we'll be coming out here amongst the Alpha Tauris at the moment. So Sainz and Bottas pit. There's 2 more cars out of the way. I say it like we're going to stay ahead of them, but not. We're really not. It's amazing they're pitting so early. The game doesn't seem to tend to burn their tires out to the maximum like we do. We run ours all the way to 30-29% before we'll change them out.
Oh, we've had a spin.
And Sainz is
Let's
spun.
see what happened there.
So I don't think it's going to be such an exciting race, but this is where we might see things. Oh, what a weird snap.
Dear, oh dear. The car's just...
So that could ruin Sainz's race. But we'll keep going along here. Verstappen is into the pits now, guys. And do we come out? We do. We jump Verstappen. Ricardo's also into the pits. Joe is having a fantastic race, guys. Up there in P3, he's only a couple of tenths off Perez, and he seems to be able to hold that pace. Now Ocon is obviously probably slowing everybody down a little bit, but he's still going faster than I can manage, so we're not catching. So, and this is fantastic, guys. I actually think we might be able to extend our run a little bit more than even I thought. So that is something I wasn't expecting. And Theo is still running away nicely in P6 and is a bit of a roadblock now. So what we could do with Theo now, because I don't think Theo's going to have any chance of scoring points, we're just going to ignore that. We're just going to tell Theo to see, can he hold cars behind up? What is the gap. Yep, so Theo's got Alonso, Russell, Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc, Perez, Norris. So if Theo can do a job, and we'll see how he's doing that, but we'll see what he can do. Theo is carrying aerodynamic damage, chassis minor, yeah, so we're not going to be too concerned about Theo scoring points today, but we're just going to see how many cars Theo can hold up. Joe's coming into the pits now, so once more guys, for the second or third weekend in a row, we are going to lead a Grand Prix, which is very, very, yeah, it's confusing. So Theo now is just slowly falling down the grid, and he's not really able to hold too many cars back. So yeah. But I think with Theo we might get one more lap after this, guys. So what we're going to do is tell Theo not to bother holding cars behind anymore, because that's not working out for him.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
There goes Perez on us. What we're going to do for the last lap is just maximum attack. And then we're going to pit then this lap, and we're going to go to another set of mediums. So hopefully we can carry a little bit of pace here with Sergio, or it's actually Verstappen, sorry. Verstappen is into the lead now, so probably not. Nope, we're already over a second behind. That is some fast car. What I was hoping is we get DRS here, and that would enable us to just, nope, we didn't get it. But yeah, so we're going to lose out here to Joe, Alonso, Russell, Hamilton, Theo. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of places actually, guys. They're going to come right out into the middle of a scrap that I don't think we want to be coming out into the middle of. Hopefully we come out still ahead of Ricardo, which I think, oh, it's going to be tight. It's about a 20-second pit stop. We're into the pits. A nice clean stop. Yes, 2.6 seconds. And get off the pit limiter. So I think we might just come out ahead of Ricardo and Tsunoda. And straight away we gotta go to a little bit of tire conserving.
Okay, back off.
Yep, copy.
And I think we have managed to do that. We're 1.3 seconds ahead of Tsunoda, guys. That was important for us. And it's 3 seconds up the road is Pierre Gasly. So we're just going to let it run away like that. Now I do think... no, Theo's actually managed to hold on to the back of Lewis Hamilton, which is interesting. That crash between teammates in Q3 really did set us back. Cost me 2 front wings, and Theo has since gone on to cost me another 2 front wings, and we just jumped on board as he lost a ton of spaces. So that's not good. Ricardo has managed to get into the DRS of Albon, which is not good as well. Sainz is now, they're battling away with Sainz, so hopefully that'll slow him down. Yeah, I'd expect Sainz to cruise up to the back of us, and he'll probably bring Ricardo with him. That's upsetting. So this weekend is a tough weekend, guys. We're about nearly halfway, not quite halfway, maybe a third of the way through the race. And it's still all to play for, guys. So we'll just see what goes on.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Somebody took, oh yeah, that's Sainz on Albon. I'd expect that. Now if we can hang with Sainz, I'd be delighted. Don't overtake.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Well, hopefully the fighting will catch us up to Gasly a bit.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
The more we fight with Sainz here, the more it's going to just allow the rest to pull ahead of us. There goes Sainz again, and we can get back in under his wing.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
So now we just need to gap now if we can. Ricardo, he's going to get DRS here, but we should have it too. So optimal strategy. So we're going to open, we're going to go hard, we're going to pit this lap.
We'll be boxing.
That just gets Theo out of the way because he is falling behind hand over fist. And now this is our chance now to gap Ricardo. And hopefully stay on the back of Sainz. He'll cruise up to the back of Gasly, bring us with him. Fantastic if it happens that way. We've got the second to Ricardo, that's big. So DRS here now should hopefully close this back up. Somebody's crashed or done something crazy. Theo should be coming into the pit soon. I think that was Sunoda, was it? Nope, Leclerc locked up. Wow, Leclerc is down
And
to
a new
P16.
position just gained by Williams.
So this little strategy of ours is working rather well at the moment. We've gotten the gap out to Ricardo Sunoda to 2.5 seconds. And we're still tucked up behind the wing nicely of Carlos Sainz. And that car in front is Pierre Gasly. So this is actually working rather well. Theo is all the way down in a lowly P18 after his pit stop. But again, we're not too concerned. So the strategy is working away here, guys. We're just slowly cruising up to the back of Gasly, and Sainz now will have DRS, but we'll also have DRS. So hopefully now we don't get dropped. That's the next big thing now. The gap to Sunoda is up to 4 seconds. Theo is slowly catching up to the back of K-Mag. No, it looks like we will be able to stay here for a little bit anyway. So that is good news for us. So we're about approaching halfway, with 2 laps to go till we get to halfway distance, guys. And as it stands, this race, I don't know, it's just a tough weekend. Qualifying actually went our way, which is weird. And then the race went against us. So maybe when we have a poor qualifying, we'll have a great race. Maybe that's the way it's going to go. Sainz jumps Gasly, so Gasly is now into P11. But I generally don't think we have anything that we can really do with these cars. What we need is Sainz to leave Gasly now, so we can just hang on the back of Gasly. I don't think we're quick enough to overtake him, but he's definitely quick enough to drag us away from the battle behind. And hopefully Ricardo gets dropped from the back of Leclerc, because Ferrari are having a terrible weekend, guys. P10 and P13 at home for Ferrari. That is a shocker. But I do expect Sainz now. It would be great if Sainz can tow us all up to the back of Norris and Ocon and Bottas and Hamilton. That would be fantastic. But will that happen? I'm not sure. Well, you never know. It might, guys. It might.
I think there's been a lock-up.
So Theo is up to P17. And that's P16. He gets ahead of K-Mag. So Theo's just tipping away through his own race. He's on a bit of a recovery drive. after his disaster at the opening
And
start
there's
there,
an
wiping
overtake
out
from
Mick Schumacher.
Williams.
Lando Norris is on to pick up points for McLaren. So while we're in this little bit of a stalemate, our next pit stop isn't for a few laps, guys, so we're just going to speed it up. And we're just going to see is anything exciting. Hamilton is in the pits, so that's not too much.
They've locked up
As long
and
as
gone
we can stay
straight
with this
on.
battle, it's okay. And Leclerc is catching, but it's very slow. So we just entered our pit window. Now that's probably going to need to be changed as well, because our pit window now is different. So if I do 2 more laps, that should see us being able to jump onto the hards and then come out. So we're just going to speed it up for a few more laps, because we're not going to bring Alex in as he was originally planned. We've changed that strategy. Theo runs wide. No shock nor surprise
We've just
there.
had a car run wide.
He's having a bad
Let's take
weekend.
a
Let's
closer
have a
look.
quick look.
Now we see the Williams here.
There he is across
Oh
all the
dear,
curves
dear,
in the
dear.
world.
That's fine.
So yeah, we really need to work on Theo and get his development points to start really rocking in. He started the season on a fair bang, but since then he's just been struggling. Now this could be big for us, guys. They're all coming into the pit, so can we stay on the back of this Ferrari? And just to ensure we do. That Ferrari is fast. We'll go push as well. I think, did we get DRS? We did. So that should just cruise us onto the back of the Ferrari, which is good for us. Hopefully he can just help us extend our gap. We've gone to max push. Oh wow, and the Ferrari's in the pits. That's so sad.
You're doing very good. Lap time are good. Lap time are good.
So strangely enough, we managed to set a fast lap there behind the Ferrari, which is, I'll take that. And we're up to P4 at the moment, guys, so we're just going to keep flat out now. We could probably go max attack here and then drop the balanced. And see what happens. This could be a crucial part of the race for us, guys, because if we can manage to, I don't know, get a good bit of pace out of this, and in turn might be able to just jump a few cars. Science is where we were racing, so he's looking by Ocon. And don't ask me how we still have the fastest lap of the race, but we do. Just goes to Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari there. That's a no-brainer, I suppose. Theo is progressing nicely up the field, guys. He's up now to P14. Now bear in mind he will have to make another pit stop at some stage in this race. But yeah, so far so good. But as always, Alex is giving a good showing of himself, guys. Now for a weekend that's not looking our way. We're currently running P3, so that's not bad at all. But I think everybody's made their second stop, and if that's the case, we are going to be under severe pressure. We're making the best use of our tyres that we can here at the moment, and we're pushing hard. So we've one more lap to do. But again, Alex is doing a stand-up job, guys, a stand-up job. So we're down to just about 20 laps now on the cup, and this is our optimum pit lap. Don't know why we didn't get the notification to say we should be pitting, but we should. So we're going to pit and throw on the hards. So what is Albon doing? Hamilton is kind of 10 seconds is kind of the gap there, but again, because we're 20 seconds, we're looking for everything at 40, so we'll be coming out just ahead of Theo and we'll be behind Leclerc. That looks like the gap we're going to fall out into, which is fine. Yeah, I don't think points are really realistic for us this weekend, but we'll see. As Theo dives into the pits, and there are the boys waiting to receive him. On go the hards, 2.5 second stop, mighty quick. Group of cars just go by us. And that is onto the back of the Leclerc we've come out, so that's okay. So we're just going to change this up for a couple of laps. So that's actually okay where we came out, guys. I'll kind of take that, because yeah, hopefully we can do something. Tires are much fresher than everybody else. And Sainz is now running with the fastest lap. Now all we can hope is that people's tires maybe fall away at the end of this Grand Prix. I know it's going to be tight for us, so hopefully it's going to be tight for them. But other than that, it's looking like a P1340. Well, maybe not with Theo yet, because Theo still has to pit. So Theo will be fighting with Magnussen at the end. Already after taking out his teammate, can he take out a double Haas DNF? That would be quite impressive. So we're just going to speed it up again, guys, because I don't know how you're feeling about it, but it's not as exciting as other races. Just because realistically I don't think the pace is there, so we're just kind of going around seeing how we're doing. Theo's pit lap is not coming till quite near the end, so we can actually speed it up a little bit more. And once nobody crashes and we keep an eye on everything else, Leclerc is making ground up there, guys. So we are left fighting Ocon and Gasly.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Sainz has ran wide, but recovered to be P6. So Verstappen is in a league of his own here, guys. Joe with the performance of a lifetime, currently running second place. He's 23 seconds back from Verstappen. That is crazy going. Sainz is trying to make a move, but is now past Alonso, so might start to break the gap a bit, and I think he has already. Joe pits. Oh, that's so sad. Joe pits. So where did Joe come out? He came out in P10, so fair play to Joe. He's actually flying. And we're coming into the pit stop window for Theo, who has since been overtaken. So we're just going to let this play out. Alex is doing okay on fuel, even though he's pushing extremely hard. So we have ahead of us is Joe, Gasly, Ocon and myself. Theo then is nearly a pit stop behind us.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Ricardo. But for a brief moment of time, Joe was absolutely flying it. Now Verstappen has the runaway leader. He is lapping cars already. He's on the back of Sebastian Vettel. So one big question weighing on our minds, guys, is Alex Albon has 2 months left in his contract. Now the question is, what do we do? Do we sign him up to a new contract? I think his performances this year have probably merited a contract extension in fairness.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Or do we wait till the end of the season and see can we pick a driver up maybe one who has run out of contract already. Be nice to get a experienced driver in there. Not saying anything against Alex, but the likes of Sebastian Vettel or something would be nice. But then I've seen them make plenty of mistakes during the year too, so
And there's
I
an
don't know.
overtake from
Do
Williams.
we stick with what we know? And we'll be running Alex and Theo in the car again next year. Reserve drivers also a big thing. Jack Aiken, obviously we were never going to develop him, but we didn't want to run the cost of breaking his contract, as money would be tight for us this season. So he will be running out of contract too at the end of the season. So we're scouting a couple of young drivers, the likes of Jack Doohan, Dennis Hogger's another one. I think we scouted Oscar as well, but we'll see what we have when it gets to it. But we're definitely replacing our reserve driver. The question on my mind is, do we... Actually, we might let Theo run a lap there. We're definitely replacing reserve. The question is, do we change Alex? Do we change Alex, guys? I don't know, do I want to? I think he's done enough to deserve it. We have 11 laps left, but yeah, that's kind of where we stand. So I think if we give Theo one more lap, we can then see if we put him onto a set of softs and maybe get him attacking a bit, but we'll see. I don't think he's going to last the entire race on these tires anyway, guys. So we're just going to speed it up again. As I say, it's a bit of a, in my mind, a bore fest, this one. It's not a bad result, don't get me wrong. A P13, P14 is fantastic considering where we were. But yeah, it's just a little bit disappointing after a couple of points finishes in a row that reality again slaps us across the face like the beast it is, and resigns us back to a kind of a more realistic standing, which is fine. These things happen. Oh my god, I forgot all about Theo's pit stop. So he's doing a good job. He's managed to extend. Yeah, we'll probably bring him in this lap, will we? Yeah, we will. Pit options. He has a brand new set of softs. Pit this lap. So I got caught up in my distractions there, but yeah, Theo will be pitting in this lap, guys. So he will be coming out P16, I think it is, with 20 seconds to make up to Ricardo Sanu, so he probably won't do that. But hopefully he'll stay ahead of K-Mag, and yeah, considering that he started the weekend, he just had a rough weekend. Poor Theo really has had a rough weekend. He had wiping out his teammate, destroying 3 front wings, taking out Mick Schumacher in the race. Nice quick pit stop from the boys of 2.5 seconds. So I think now we can let Theo more or less run his race, and he should be okay to the end. There's only 7 laps. But you can really see the soft tires, the fall off in performance is crazy. So we're on pace that's probably okay to get him to the finish. Now with Alex, guys, we do have the option of deploying here and trying to see, I suppose if we get these 3 cars, we would make up, we would just grab a point. So let's give ourselves something to fight for, and we'll be going for this point. These tires are just about okay to make it to the end of the race. Alright, so let's see if we can just creep ourselves into this fight here a bit. So we're just going to deploy here, and the reason is now if we do it, we can get there, maybe recover a little bit, and then try and attack again. I think what's realistically going to happen is nothing, but at least we can say we tried our best. Definitely getting a lot closer to Ocon, so we just need to be able to jump one of them. Just see can we play the game. I don't know, they're just so fast at the moment, and yeah, we're struggling big time. Oh, that is Ocon gotten, guys. That was a bold move. I didn't even see that coming.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
So that was nice. We're up to P12. We'll deploy again here out of this little mini section, just to keep us in the area, and then we'll go neutral for a while, and hopefully we can recover a bit of battery again. Oh, I think we're through. That is Gasly gotten, guys. So wow, I don't know how we've done that, but
And there's an
we're
overtake
right
from
on the
Williams.
tail of Joe now. So we're just going to see, can we sit here for a while? That was some nice racing, guys. I don't need to necessarily overtake just yet, but guys, we could pick up one World Championship point here. This could be madness. I'm just going to harvest here going into turn 1. Just going to deploy now because we're coming to a section we need to keep the DRS. Harvest there. Should get DRS, should cruise us right back onto the back of him. We give Gasly a good chance there getting by us, but that just enabled us to recover a little bit. So I think we won't do it this lap, we're going to do it on the next lap, and then we're going to deploy pretty much full out. I think we need to be neutral now because I think we're going to get jumped. Theo's out of the pits, guys, in case you're wondering. He is slowly gapping Magnussen. He's 15 seconds away from Tsunoda, so he's pretty much where he is. Don't think much is going to change there. So what we could do, in fact, is just turn Theo's engine wear down just a fraction. Alex, however, guys, is on with a solid chance of scoring some points, which I honestly didn't think was going to happen 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago even. So this would be a big statement if we can do it. I think I'm going to wait for the final lap though. So Verstappen has started the final lap now. We're going to just harvest out of here. And back to neutral. Jeez, we nearly hit the back of Joe there, guys. That was scary enough. So on the final lap, we're going to pretty much give it full beans. We're going to deploy from here. So we've full battery to more or less deploy, guys. So what can we do? Tires are gone. I just seen that there now. They've crossed the 29%.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
There goes Alex, guys. So we're just going to keep it on deploy and see, can we just, these tires are really on the way out. But guys, I think we might have done this with Alex. Once he can keep it together here, last corner, max deploy. Cross the line, P10.
Okay, checkered flag.
Get in, guys.
Thanks,
So
guys.
a weekend that was looking like maybe being a disaster, we managed to be a little bit clever with our deployment, and we managed to score another World Championship point. I'm a little bit, again, this one might be a better achievement than the last one. Each race is just slightly different. What looked like being a boring slugfest at 13 to be, we made it a bit interesting, guys.
A wonderful result here for the Williams driver. Williams have got to be happy with their results here. This was good work.
Not bad at all. The team in the pits will be happy with that.
After the race, they sit in 7th place in the constructor standings.
We're nearing the end of the season and it's time for some serious heat. Stay with us as Formula One moves to Mexico City.
So guys, there we go, another fantastic weekend for the Williams team. We've managed to pick up points, and every weekend we pick up points is a fantastic weekend as far as I'm concerned at the moment. And we were the only ones in the bottom there to really make up places. Pierre Gasly lost out hugely, down 11 places from his qualifying position, so that's unlucky. Obviously there was a couple of cars with penalties and they all worked their way back up through the grid as well. And a shout out to Joe, who was fantastic, I think, and really probably should deserve the point, but we just pipped him to it, guys. So in the drivers, it doesn't do much for us, but well, it gets us another point closer to Esteban Ocon, down to 9 points now. And yeah, we still are, what's that now, 29 points. 29 points, yeah, from us to McLaren. So hopefully, with, I think it's only 3 rounds left, guys, we might have made ourselves just a little bit safer. We'll be back next time out for Mexico, and we'll see can we do any more. But until then even, I think we'll call it here, guys, and say, as always, I've been Snowman86, and thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you all again. Take care.